5-run first inning against Moore Park. All right. Coach, who had a tendency to get thrown out at home plate, according to these news articles? I don't know. Mark. Dan Dick Foss.
Dan, now stand up.
I'm offended.
At least twice in the season that's documented in the articles, Dan Dick Foss out at home plate.
It was like running at the beach.
However,
Dan, what's funny is I don't ever remember you getting on base. Red runners, okay.
All right.
Good coaches, Jim. Good coaches.
I said, Dan, go ahead and get the run out.
Yeah, good coaching.
By the time we played Fillmore in league, which was a 3-0 win, it was the third shutout that we had succeeded on. How many total shutouts do you think we had that year against the opposition? 5? 8. 9 shutouts. Which 4 pitchers recorded wins during the season? Speaking of shutouts.
All of them.
Jim Simmons. Tom Barrett.
Tom Barrett, number 4, threw one of the shutouts. So we're 3-0 after Fillmore. San Ynez comes next. Jim Simmons shut out. This is the home game against San Ynez. Shut him out, did you not?
Goose it. No.
Absolutely.
The only ever.
The 9th and 10th league wins.
Too many muscles.
Jerry Stone threw a 4-hit shutout against Agura, and Jim another shutout against Fillmore with 13 strikeouts.
No way! My spinner!
And Jerry struck out 12 in his game against
I can't believe that.
Yeah. Wow.
And in that first half of the league season, there was also wins against Carpinteria, Bishop Diego, Moore Park. There were 3 sets of back-to-back shutouts this season. Tom Barrett threw a 3-hit shutout against Villanova. That's who it was.
That's when they were good.
In the Villanova game, which immediately preceded our trip to San Ynez, Coach was not happy with only getting 5 hits against Villanova.
Wow, what a surprise.
Does anybody remember him sending the pitchers home after the game and keeping the hitters for extra batting practice at Ventura College Field? Documented in the newspaper.
Wow.
Who's the pitcher?
Because I sure as hell didn't remember it myself.
Probably Tommy Robbins.
I must have got home.
I'm gonna surmise.
Now, he thought that might help.
my baseball
Undoubtedly, he had San Ynez in mind when he did
Never
that.
gave it back.
We made the trip up there, and there went the winning streak.
Who pitched to us? Who pitched batting
God
practice?
knows. God knows. I brought back Ben Herrera. Is the strat book handy? Could I? The next trivia question requires a picture. Am I taking too long?
No, you're doing good. You got it.
Because we don't got much else.
All right. Here's a picture with number 5 back of Ron Romo, and there's a guy with his mouth open with dark frame glasses. Appears to be covering second base. So, Coach, what is going on in that picture that, again, is an extremely memorable event in a baseball game?
Pick off by the pitcher? What are you doing on second base?
Because I was the right fielder, most of us probably dimly recall. That is the final out in a triple play.
Triple play. We had a triple play. Yeah.
We have one of those.
So tell us.
I covered second because it was a rundown. You know, on rundowns, guys leave their base to run them down, and somebody needs to back it up. So it was I have the notes in here someplace, but if I remember correctly, it was the first and third against us. Mike McLean threw home to get an out. Mark throws to second to get it. To one of the other bases, maybe it was third, second. And then we get the original guy who was on first base in a rundown between second and third. I ran and covered, and the star took that picture. And that was a triple play. Triple play. And it was not the first triple play known to this team. Angel, you remember a triple play the prior year?
That was my first play as a varsity ball player.
Tell us about it.
First and third, and I was going like, wow, finally I get to play.
Yeah.
The guy came up, I could see the guy running, and it was, to me it was a soft line drive, and I just caught it, landed on the bag, and I think I short hopped it to the first baseman. And we all stood up there, and the umpire goes, the umpire didn't even know. Everybody was looking at each other, and I went, yeah, that's three.
That's all it takes. Welcome to the varsity.
And I still stood there, feeling like, oh.
That was the prior year, and then we got one this year, our senior year as well. Okay, CIF playoffs. The weather in San Luis Obispo, game 1. Hotter than
What, 5?
something like that. It was 3 digits. I remember.
Got one right.
Defensive play by Arroyo Grande in that game. Good, bad, middling.
Made 7 errors.
7 errors. 7 errors. That helped.
Very good.
2 in a row.
Jerry Stone at bat in game 1 of the playoffs.
4 for 4.
In his next at bat in game 2.
But before that, I tried to convince him to bat left. No, I can bat right. Jerry bat left. He goes 4 for 4 bat right.
And the paper says he went the other way with all 4 of those hits and that they were all line drives. And he got a hit the first time up in the second game to go 5 in a row, which was commented on in the second.
I'm good on the playoffs. I know that.
Our defense in the playoffs.
Good.
How many errors?
No errors last game.
Correct? First game?
First game, no errors.
Correct?
And then 2, couple errors.
One in the middle game. One in the middle game, which the paper said was a very tough chance for shortstop Jerry Bingham. And then it went on to compliment him making 2 difficult plays. I think in that same game, playing short. Okay, Thunder's been stolen on this a little bit, but what did Mark Stevenson do at third base twice during the playoffs?
Criminal.